Good morning, everyone. This is Ida of Created to Create. If you're not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. I wanted to share some things I've been playing with. I like mixed media. I like working with it. And I don't do it real often, but every once in a while I will use different paste and waxes and inks and all that, textures. So I wanted to try these molds from Stamperia, and I did buy the ballet shoes and the ballerina one, but it was too deep. It was, it's okay. You can use, I mean, it's not a waste. I can still use it. But usually when I add a resin piece or something on a project, I don't like it to be real thick the way those are. But everything has its use, so I'll use it for something. But I picked up these molds, and let me put something white underneath. Let me see if somebody recognizes what it is. Do any of you recognize from what paper line this mold is from? It's a Stamperia paper line. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, Stamperia, when they come out with their paper lines, they make coordinating soft molds for them. So I was on Etsy and I was looking for some because I had seen some videos and seen some ladies playing with it, and I thought that's kind of interesting. I think I want to try that. So I did pick up a couple of them. Here's another one. This one you can see because it has the gel in it. So it's white and it's a feather, and I don't know exactly what paper line this is from. I don't recognize it, but that's another one. And I like altering boxes and stuff like that. And when I do that, I usually use a stencil and some type of modeling paste to give dimension to whatever stencil I'm using. And that looks really, really nice. But I think this is more prominent, more defined. And because they go exactly with the paper line, I felt like, this was something I would really enjoy. So I did put the gel in them last night, and they set up, and I haven't taken this one out. So that's what it looks like in the back. You do want to put a layer from end to end and side to side. It's going a little past the design. So that's what I did. And this is the paste that you use. It's called cream paste, and it is the consistency of like Cool Whip. And of course you need some type of little spatula to spread it on your mold. And I unmolded this one already, and I'm going to share with you what it looks like. I think I'm really going to enjoy this product. Look at that, guys. Imagine this on an altered canvas, an altered box, the cover of a mini album, anything like that. Look at how prominent the design is, so you can really see it. Now, these edges right here, of course, I will cut away. I will cut a little bit into because I don't want like a square. I want it to look, random like that. Like a free-flowing design, not something that you can cut out with a cookie cutter or something like that. I want it to be random. But I love, love, love. So maybe this will give you a better idea what designer paper this is. Look at how pretty it is. This designer paper is one of my favorites. I made my typewriter out of this paper. So here is one that has already set, and you can see that the layer is really, really thin because you can see some pieces into the mold, and typically you don't want to do that. Even though this is thin, it's all white. So that's what you want. You don't want to be able to have holes. But it was my first time using it, and I was trying it out, and we'll see. We're going to pull it out. So I'm going to do it on camera so you guys can see. You want to run your fingernail, or in my case, I used the spatula and just kind of ran it around the edge to loosen it all the way. See? It's not very difficult at all. And I already did that to mine, so I'm going to try and pull it up. I'll start from this corner. I think I loosened this up. Maybe I didn't. And it's really easy to come up. But I'm going to pull it gently. I've seen some ladies do it, and they they kind of just grab a corner and pull. I don't want to tear it. I want to tear it as little as possible. Let me start in this corner. See how easy it pulls up? But I want to do it gently because I put a very, very thin layer on here. So I'm going to pull it up gently. But you can see how easy it's coming away from the mold. But I can see that in this area over here, I did a very, very thin layer. And I probably needed more, but I think it'll be okay. As long as I pull it up gently, we should be fine. Yep, there it goes. So I want to share with you what it looks like out of the mold. So I was dying to try this, and I was trying not to. I was trying to kind of limit my spending, and but I just love to craft. I really do enjoy it. To me, it's my me time, because that's what I love to do. So, if we're gonna craft, every hobby, no matter what the hobby is, it costs money. Unless your hobby's working, then you're making money, right? But my hobby can get pretty expensive, and I know yours. If you're watching my channel, I know yours is too. And anyway, I wanted to try this product. Like, I don't have to be as gentle as I'm being, but there it goes. See? Oh, I ripped it. See? I got overexcited. So just try to be gentle with it. Lift up the corners. If you put in a thin layer the way I did. See how easy? This kind of feels like plasticky. Kind of like in the thin areas, it feels like vinyl, to be honest. There it goes. It released right there. The main thing I didn't want to tear was the feather, so okay. Look at how pretty this came out, guys. There's the postage stamp, there's a feather, there's the script, there's the, how they stamp the stamps after they've been, they go through the mail. So I don't know what paper line this is, but I know this has initials on here. It's got an I for Ida. Yay. But I love the way this came out. But of course, again, I would tear off the thin layers, kind of make it look just random. But I love the way they came out. So you will be seeing these products in a future project. I'm going to share with you how to put it on the mold. And that way I can let it set. I did these last night so I could share them with you already set, where I could pull them out. And now I want to share with you how to use it. But yep, you're going to be seeing these on my projects. So I'm going to do another one of the bird one, because that is my favorite. So you flip it over, you can tell which side is the back. Y'all hear my dog barking? She always does that. And it's like, it's the consistency of Cool Whip for real. And all you do is you spread it on the mold, and you want to fill up, make sure that the cavities in the mold are all filled up. I probably need a spatula that's a little bit bigger, but I kind of like having the control I have with a smaller one. And you can tell if it's just the cavity, or if it's not when you're spreading it and you see white, you'll know that that's not a cavity. That's after you put everything in, you want to add a little bit more, so that that's kind of the layer that holds everything together. I hope that I'm in frame. But this is just how easy it is to use this mold. And the ones that I poured, or that I did, like, that was my first time using it. and it came out really, really nice. See, after I've already, this is what you want. See how, even though it's thin, it's all white. So that's the way you want your molds to look, because if we just scrape it the way we do a stencil, then it's not going to hold these pieces together. It's not going to be like one full sheet. You won't be able to pull it out that way. And you want to be able to pull it out like a full sheet. Let me scrape this down. I hear my puppy. I think she's still in the bed and she wants to get off. My hubby has a spoiled dog that used to sleep in her doggy bed, but he got her used to sleeping when they could get away with it, because I'm one of those people that don't like dogs on the bed. He would sneak her in there, and now she won't sleep in her doggy bed. And I kind of make fun of my husband. I tell him that the dog stays more in the bed than the humans do. So we're almost done here, but I want you to see when I'm done how you won't be able to see any of the white spots. I mean, you won't be able to see any of the clear, because if you do, then you're not going to be able to pull it out. So just kind of be mindful of that, and take your time. You know, we're not in a rush. I'm not in a rush. The only problem with this is that I couldn't really, I think I found this on Amazon. Whatever I can find, I will link, guys, but I think I only found one seller that sells this on Amazon. I think everything else is not in the US. And even that seller's not in the US, but sometimes I'm a little bit more comfortable with Amazon than I am with other companies that I don't know. Oh, no. For me personally, I am a little bit more comfortable purchasing from Amazon, because I know that if I don't get my product, Amazon will give me my money back. And a lot of times they are higher than it should be. But to me, that's like paying for the guarantee that if I don't get my item, I at least get my money back. Okay. There it is, guys. This is, and you want it thin, but not where you can see holes. That looks pretty good. I don't know if y'all can hear my puppy, because she's old. Like, she's really old, and she can hardly bark anymore. Got a piece over here I need to fix. This was just way too thin. Okay. So there it is. This is what it's supposed to look like. And once it does thin out, it does flatten up some more. So even though it looks like it's a little raised there, it really isn't. As you saw in my other ones, they were pretty thin. Okay. So make sure to rinse out your spatula and everything else that you use, because you don't want this paste to dry on there. And I'm sure you could probably peel it off, but if you rinse it off right away, then you don't have any issues. Anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to share with you today. And then you will be seeing it, like I said, in future projects. And I'll be back with a small haul. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and God bless. Bye.